at third base. 2 outs. And the pitch home. That is a called strike, 0-1 on the right fielder Tanner Fisher, who will stand in. Fisher with a base hit and a walk. That's down and away. Nice scoop by Burns. Now 1-1 the count. LeBan set, and the 1-1. Down and away, gets away from Burns, but Blakemore is not going to advance the plate. As down to second goes Nate Kane. Now a base open at first, 2-1 on Fisher with 2 outs and a 2-1 count on Fisher in an inning that has really immediately gone downhill, and we will get a update on Derek Rodigo as soon as we can. There's a called strike on the inner edge, now 2-2 on Fisher. LeBan comes set at the belt, and the 2-2 on the way. Outside, now it's going to be full. And again, only 1 run in. It's still 3-2 here in the top of this 4th inning. With 2 outs and 2 on for the Generals. Tanner Fisher waiting for the pitch from Zach LeBan. Here it is. Breaking ball outside for ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. And now time called, and Wally Marcial is going to go out and have a conversation with LeBan and Tyler Burns. So again, if you're just joining us, Derek Rodigo going down at first base after a collision between him and Nate Kane at first. And it was really a strange collision because Rodigo was stretched out toward Gonzalez, who was almost behind first base, trying to make a spin throw to first. And a bad throw, getting away from Rodigo, and at the same time the ball got there, there was a collision between Rodigo and Kane. As the first pitch, a breaking ball called strike on Tanner Allen. And Rodigo, I don't know if he got tripped up and it was a foot issue, or if he just fell to the ground and hit his head on the ground, as there's a swing and a miss. 0-2. But whatever happened, he had to be helped off the field by Ty Mitchell and Wally Marcial. So we will see. We will try and find out what the situation is for Derek Rodigo. So Joey Morales came into third. Jaden Eggman moved over to first. 0-2. LeBan fires, popped up, foul and out of play to the right side. And it's still going to be 0-2. And again, this is a very depleted Mudcats team. 4 total players leaving coming into this week. Tom LaRoche and Michael Hahn colliding last night in right center. Both of them, Hahn not available tonight. LaRoche pinch hit. Fly ball deep to left. It's going to slice foul and out of play. And it's still 0-2 as Tanner Allen trying to crank one out of here to really break it open for the Generals. Bases are loaded. 2 outs, 0-2. It's a 3-2 count, or 3-2 score rather. Generals leading the Mudcats. LeBan with the 0-2. Bouncing ball, high hopper. Josh Ethier will fire to third, and he got him just in time. And that will end the top of the 4th finally. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Try and sort out any loose ends that might be around, as it is 3-2. Generals leading the Mudcats here on KCHI and Mudcats TV.
Hi, this is Ryan at your Chillicothe Hy-Vee with some great hot deals. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Boneless New York Strip Steaks, 12 ounce, $7.49, 8 ounce, $4.99. Hy-Vee Patriotic Chips, 99 cents per bag. Candy Cantaloupe, as sweet as candy, 2 for $3. Stemlet Red Cherries, $1.97 a pound. And Hy-Vee Purified Water, Limit 2 24-pack, $1.99. Come in and catch these great savings, and as always, thanks for shopping your Chillicothe Hy-Vee.
With the lottery's new Lucky for Life, you can win $1,000 a day for life or $25,000 a year for life. Lucky for Life. It's luck that lasts a lifetime.
Years, Midwest Gloves and Gear has been growing with you. Since its beginning in 1962, Midwest product lines have grown to include work gloves, garden gloves and gear, kids gloves and accessories, and much more. In fact, Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. Midwest Gloves and Gear is also the exclusive provider of Disney and Nickelodeon kids gloves and gear, featuring all your favorite characters. For 50 years and many more, Midwest is growing with you.
And on that play in which Derek Rodigo was collided, or I should say had a collision with Nate Kane, it was a base hit marked up for Nate Kane, so no error by Gonzalez. He had to range way over behind first base to even get the ball. As Tyler Burns ropes one into left center, that'll be a base hit to start off the bottom of the fourth inning. Fifth hit of the game for Chillicothe. Burns aboard. As Tyler now going to be 1 for 2 on the night. Aaron Creer's 0 for 1 coming into the game. We can tell you Derek Rodigo being attended to by paramedics in the Mudcats dugout. And certainly wait for the latest word on what his situation is. Creer fouls one straight back. And it's going to be 0-1. Burns aboard with a base hit, 6, 7, and 8, all due up for the Mudcats in this fourth, down by a run. Now a spin throw to first, not in time. Matt Schommer with that very quick move has had Mudcat runners hustling back. There's another spin throw to first, and he got him. Matt Schommer picks off Tyler Burns. It's the second time Burns has been nabbed on the base paths. In game one, he got doubled up on a double steal by Zach Fairchild. Thrown down to second, caught Burns napping, and now this time Matt Schommer picks off Tyler Burns. And there's now 1 out as Creer takes the breaking ball upstairs. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, 1 out now here in the fourth. There's a lot of action going on in that Mudcats dugout. Bunt shown, pulled back. For ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Everybody's attention right now. Someone in that Mudcats dugout looking, I assume, at Derek Rodigo. Fastball up and in, now 3-1. Others watching the game. And again, the all-star first baseman. More of a utility player for the Mudcats. Being attended to right now in that Chillicothe dugout. Fastball upstairs for ball 4 on Creer. So he draws the 1-out walk. And now we will see Cameron Haynes stand in. Haynes 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Haynes mentioned in game 1, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. And stands in for the second time here tonight. Schommer's pitch right there for a strike. Now going to be 0-1. On our Mink League scoreboard, a final from Liberty Park Stadium, 7-2. Bombers defeating the A's. And so now the lead is 1 once again for St. Joe. A spin throw to first, not in time. Mudcats down 3.5 to the Mustangs. Bombers behind by 1 with less than a week left. Now another spin throw to first, not in time, as Creer diving back. Matt Schommer trying to pick off Aaron Creer at first base. Oh and 1, Schommer's pitch downstairs on the breaking ball. Now 1-1 the count on Haynes. Cameron Haynes, the freshman out of Ellsworth Community College. Now another spin to first, not in time by Schommer. Haynes did not play this past spring there, so good for him to get some playing time towards the end of this season and in the nick of time as well. A 1-1, swing and a miss. Now 1-2 on the Mudcats left fielder. One ball, 2 strikes, Creer at first, 1 out, and Schommer's pitch. Down the middle, strike 3 called. Cameron Haynes rung up looking, and now there are 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. And now Gonzalez will stand in. Creer still at first base. On a big lead now, and another throw to first, not in time by Schommer, who is really trying to pick off Aaron Creer after he already picked off Tyler Burns. First pitch to Gonzalez, swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Schommer comes set. And a smaller lead by Creer, and that fastball is inside, a little bit up, now 1-1. Well, we are watching Derek Rodigo being carried off on a stretcher out of the Mudcats dugout. He looks alert. So that's a good sign there as Gonzalez fouls it away to the right side. Now going to be 1-2. So again, as soon as we can get an update on Derek Rodigo, we will let you know. And for right now, nothing new to pass along for you here about the Mudcats All-Star first baseman. Gonzalez fouls it away off to the right. Still 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. 2 outs and 1 on. Schommer's pitch. Breaking ball, just missed. Matt Schommer thought it was strike 3. Instead, it's going to be a 2-2 count on Gonzalez. He might have caught a break right there. Three to 2 our score here in the bottom of the 4th. Generals with a 1-run lead, scoring 1 in the top of the 4th. Spin throw to first, not in time by Schommer. Creer almost got caught at first base. Getting back. Schommer's 2-2. Creer takes off, fouled back. Another hit and run. And we'll do it again. Jaden Egeman, who moved over to first base after the Rodigo injury, is on deck. Two-two the count. The pitch from Schommer. Bouncing ball through into left field and a base hit. So Gonzalez with a good at-bat right there. 6th hit of the game. 2 on and 2 out. And now here is Egeman. Jaden 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. As Egeman will stand in, good chance for the Mudcats to try and tie up this game with the ball in the gap or down the line. Matt Schommer, first pitch home to Egeman. Fastball there for a strike. 0-1 now the count. Jaden came in to pinch run in game 1 and scored the tying run. 1 breaking ball, swing and a miss by Egeman, way out in front of that one, and now it's 0-2. Greer at second, Gonzalez at first. And Schommer will step off, and he and Fairchild will reset. Schommer comes set. The 0-2. Fastball upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Jaden Egeman. No action in either bullpen, and rightfully so, here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Schommer comes set, checks at second, and the pitch home. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Caught Egeman looking, and he has a quick word for the home plate umpire, and that's going to be it for the 4th. To the 5th we go. It's 3-2. Ozark Generals leading the Mudcats here on KCHI and Mudcats TV.
Hi, this is Ryan at Chillicothe Hy-Vee with some great hot deals. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Boneless New York Strip Steaks, 12 ounce, $7.49, 8 ounce, $4.99. Hy-Vee Patriotic Chips, 99 cents per bag. Candy Cantaloupe, as sweet as candy, 2 for $3. Stemlet Red Cherries, $1.97 a pound. And Hy-Vee Purified Water, Limit 2 24-pack, $1.99. Come in and catch these great savings, and as always, thanks for shopping your Chillicothe Hy-Vee.
With the lottery's new Lucky for Life, you can win $1,000 a day for life or $25,000 a year for life. Lucky for Life. It's luck that lasts a lifetime.
Well, Drew Peters will now take over for Zach Laban, who went 4 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits, had 1 error behind him, struck out 6, walked 2, 1 earned run given up by Laban, and a good start. But he is unfortunately on tap for the loss. Drew Peters, the new pitcher. We'll tell you about him in a moment. First, Derek Rodigo, we saw taken to the ambulance on stretcher. Nothing major right now for Rodigo. He was very disoriented. This is what we were being told by Mudcats GM Doug Doty, as Rodigo more than likely has a concussion. He was disoriented in the Mudcats dugout, and as we said earlier, had to be helped off the field. But by Ty Mitchell and Wally Marcial. But the good news is he was somewhat responsive, but again, disoriented and will be, I assume, taken to Hedrick Medical Center. And so that is the latest update that we have on Derek Rodigo, who had a collision with Nate Kane on a close play at first and got tripped up and went head first into the ground just beyond first base. And so it was helped off, and that's where we stand with Derek Rodigo. And of course, we're all thinking of him right now and hope that nothing turns out to be serious. But this, unfortunately, might be the end of the summer for Derek Rodigo after what looked to be an exit due to a concussion, as Drew Peters walks Andrew Kendrick to start off this top of the 5th inning. Peters, 10th appearance, 1 start, 14 innings of work, 10 hits, 15 runs, 14 of them earned, 6 strikeouts, 22 walks, fastball way upstairs for ball 1. As again, Drew Peters now with his 23rd walk of the summer. He just walked Andrew Kendrick. And Drew with a 9.0 ERA. Lefty facing the lefty John Lauro. And that's a fly ball and a right. Creer will make the catch as Lauro is out number 1. Holding at first is Kendrick. And now Zach Fairchild will stand in. Fairchild doubled in his last at bat and later came around to score. He's 1 for 2 overall. 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th in a 3-2 Generals lead. As Peters fires home and the fastball up and away for ball 1. Joey Morales at third. Jaden Egeman moving over from third to first because of the short amount of position players now left on this Mudcats roster, unfortunately due to injuries. Bill Rockefeller, primary first baseman, sent home with a sore wrist. Bronson Grubbs, backup outfielder, home with a fractured wrist. Michael Hahn, Tom LaRoche colliding last night in right center. Hahn out tonight with a bruised shoulder. LaRoche pinch hit in the first game, but is not out there for this second game or out there for the first. As Gary Schwartz, who is now basically the primary first baseman, is in center. Cameron Haynes, his addition is very much important as he's in left. Aaron Creer has had some time this summer in the outfield. He's in right. 3-2 now on Fairchild. A full count with 1 out and 1 on. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. And the Mudcats tonight just trying to get out of this game with any more injuries. Past the diving Morales at third, a base hit into left for Fairchild. And so with 1 out, there's now 2 on. And here comes Adam Chambly to stand in. Chambly 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the night. Mudcats also trying, in the midst of all of these unfortunate injuries, trying to battle back in the Mink League division right now as they sit 3.5 out of first because of a St. Joe loss tonight to Joplin 7-5. Sedalia a game out of first, beating Clarinda 7-2. Fastball there for a strike, 1-1 the count now at Chambly. Top of the 8th. 8-5 the score. Nevada leading Branson down at Lions Stadium. That game can swing either way for the Nationals and the Griffins. Peters misses, up and away, 2-1. If Nevada wins, they're 3 ahead of Branson. If the Nationals win, they're a game behind Nevada. Peters with a 2-1, up and away for ball 3. Very quiet atmosphere now here, especially in that Mudcats dugout. The 3-1 down and in, and that's ball 4, and now the bases are loaded with one away as Peters now walks another runner, as he has done so much this summer. And now here is Zach Blakemore, the designated hitter. One out with the bases loaded. And Jared White, the head coach, giving a quick tip for Blakemore. As Blakemore stands in, Peters, the lefty, fires home. Bounced in there, blocked by Burns, 1-0. And at this point, Ty Mitchell not just running out of position players, but pitchers as well, with just 3 games left to go after tonight. 2-0 now the count. You would think Connor Whalen might be available to pitch maybe an inning tonight. Got out of the top of the 7th in game 1, but yes, that's the first time we've seen Whalen in quite some time. 3-0 the count. Peters 3-0 is upstairs, ball 4. A run has been walked in, and it's now 4-2. And Tyler Burns out to chat with Peters. Time called. Here comes Wally Marcial. Well, there is action now in the Mudcats bullpen. Righty starting to get loose, and now I would think Wally Marcial just out there to try and buy time for Drew Peters. If Chillicothe were to lose tonight, by the way, this game not over in the 5th, but they would fall back to 4 games out of first place. Or check that, they would fall back to 4 games out of first, as home plate umpire out to chat. Try and break up the conversation between Wally and Drew and Burns. And now everybody disperses. 4 games left with 3 to play for the Mudcats, so they would really need some help. I'm just told there's 4 games left to play, apparently. The if game at Branson. That's what I knew I was forgetting something. That's always the option. That one's bounced in there from Peters for ball 1. So 3 for sure, 4 potentially for the Mudcats. Of course, again, that Branson game all depending on. Now we got, what, time called here, and what's going on? Drew Peters grabbing his shoulder, as I think we might now have an injury timeout as Wally Marcial out there, and he's going to pull the plug on Peters with a 1-0 count. So Drew Peters might have a sore shoulder here as he's out. Here comes Travis Booth and another pitching change. It's going to be a 1-0 count on Jake Stafford when we come back, as Booth will come in. He was getting loose in the Mudcats bullpen. Tell you about Travis Booth coming up after this break on KCHI.
Years, Midwest Gloves and Gear has been growing with you. Since its beginning in 1962, Midwest product lines have grown to include work gloves, garden gloves and gear, kids gloves and accessories, and much more. In fact, Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. Midwest Gloves and Gear is also the exclusive provider of Disney and Nickelodeon kids gloves and gear, featuring all your favorite characters. For 50 years and many more, Midwest is growing with you.
Well, we're in the top of the fifth. It's 4-2, the Ozark Generals. Bases loaded, 1 out, a 1-0 count, and that's all what Travis Booth is going to inherit. Booth making his 15th appearance, 23 innings of work, 20 hits, 9 runs, 6 of them earned, a 27-13 strikeout walk ratio. Booth with 2 saves, a 1-1 record, and a 2.34 ERA. As he got the save last night against Sedalia, 2 innings of work, and now he is on to try and close out this fifth. Thankfully, it's not 9 innings tonight. Game 2 of this doubleheader, 7 innings of baseball, as Mudcats would have basically, as far as the outs go, 2 2/3 left to complete. So we will see what happens going forward as Ty Mitchell's pitchers are getting depleted quickly, unfortunately, as Booth fires a fastball down and in. Ball 2 now on Stafford. The at-bat will still belong to Drew Peters. As Booth fires, that's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 the count. Booth winds and fires the 2-1, fastball upstairs, and now it's 3-1. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the fifth. The run already in as Drew Peters, with almost no command at all, and pulled because of what looked like a sore shoulder, down and away for ball 4. And now another run is in as Booth walks Stafford. That run will be charged to Drew Peters, as will the at-bat. And now Nate Kane will stand in, as he was the one who had the collision back in the 4th with Derek Rodigo that sent Rodigo out of this game. Called strike 0-1 on Kane, who is 1 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts. Fastball outside. 1-1. Sense of urgency right now from Travis Booth. He's really trying to work quickly and keep the Generals off balance. There's a swing and the miss. Now 1-2 the count. Booth winds and fires the 1-2. Hit in the air to right center. Creer on the run. He'll make the catch. And the throw back to first is saved by Egeman. And I don't know why Adam Chambly did not fire it or race home. Creer trying to throw to first for the out. And a great save by Jaden Egeman as everybody holds, thankfully. Still 5-2, 2 outs. Now Tanner Fisher will stand in. Fastball missing for ball 1. Fisher 1 for 1 on the night with 2 walks. That's a fastball strike. Well, you can really see Travis Booth trying to get things going and work very quickly, and he has done so, and he's already ahead now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's pumping those pitches in there. And the pitch, down and away. 2-2, kind of getting Tyler Burns a little life now once again behind the plate. 2-2, breaking ball up. And just like that, it's a full count. Travis Booth making sure everybody's still awake here at the ballpark. Runners go, 3-2. Down and in for ball 4, and another run comes home. And it is now 6-2 the score, with 2 outs, and the bases are still in. Bases are still loaded, my mistake. And now Tanner Allen, 0 for 3 on this game. Fastball there for a called strike. 0-1, the pitch. Whoa, look out. There's a swing and a miss, and the bat flying out of the hands of Tanner Allen right in front of the Mudcats dugout and past it. And after that, it's going to be 0-2 as Allen swinging and missing on that pitch from Booth, and the ball was caught by Burns and the bat sailed out. Usually it's the other way around where the batter holds on to the bat and the ball is fouled off, but instead it's 0-2. And the 0-2 from Booth. Popped up, foul ground, and out of play. 0-2. Now the count still on Allen. And the pitch fouled away again as Allen keeping this at bat alive.